Hey you guys, welcome back, and tonight is a very special night in television, and that is going to be the topic of this video. The Emmys 2018 is going on, and so I thought it would be fun to do a red carpet look. No, I'm not going to the Emmys. If you thought I was, I'm not. But our Emmys are our night out on the town or going out for a nice dinner, and it's nice to have a look that's not your ordinary look. If I were going to the Emmys, of course, my makeup would be being done by a professional. I take that back. I am a professional. It would be done so I wouldn't be having to do my own, because I'd be pampered because I'm going to the Emmys. This is going to be a look that I would wear on the red carpet if I were going. Now, if I were really going, I'd be self-tanned right now, which that's a totally other video, which we will go over because it makes all the difference in the world if you're just got that little golden glow. So I'm gonna add in a little bit just on my face and pretend like the rest of my body is nice and golden tan. Real life, I've got this little pimple going on right here that I'm gonna have to cover, and right here. So we've got some concealing to go on, which is totally how it works when you're going to a special event. So let's get started. So I've already moisturized my face. I did put on a primer, and it's the first time I'm using it. Not a fan. It's the Strivectin Lineblurfector. So side note, on special evenings, probably not good to try a new thing just in case it's not working out for you. I did like the feel of it, but I notice it's rolling. And that could be due to my makeup prep. I do wear serums, I do wear moisturizer. That is not gonna go away, ever. I always do it. So if it doesn't work with my skincare routine, then it is not a primer for me. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not a great primer. I mean, Strivectin's a great brand. This is Anti-Wrinkle Lineblurfector, and it has a very great feel to it, and it's supposed to blur out lines. It says here, apply evenly to skin after moisturizing as a final perfecting step or a prime skin for makeup. It's a great brand, it's just not for me personally. The reason I don't have makeup on is I like to do my eye makeup first, just in case there's any fallout, or heaven forbid, I don't like my eyes. I don't want to have to redo my whole face. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my eyeshadow primer, which is a must for any eyeshadow, in my opinion. One thing for me in primer, I have very dark eyelids. It could be my ethnic background, which, hello, I'm totally doing that ancestry.com thing because people ask me all the time what nationality I am, and I mean, I'm American, of course, but it'd be nice to know the nitty-gritty part of it all. So I like to use a colored primer. SmashBox has great eyeshadow primers. I like Urban Decay's. I'm using Lancome. It's a clay primer, and I just like that it has a little bit of a peach color to it because it lightens up my eyes a little bit. Man, I'm gonna have to do some fancy stuff to that pimple. Take one little second and I will get this little guy covered. And just because I did it to that side, I'm gonna do it to this side because it brightened up my brow area, and I don't want it to be too bright on one side. So I'm just gonna match them both, and then I'm gonna go in, I got a little boo-boo here that I'm gonna cover up. You can go a little lighter with your concealer, even on your face, because we're gonna cover up with foundation. If I were going to the Emmys, my color of choice would be black. I think black is beautiful and flattering. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in. I'm gonna do grays because I think they're very complementary with black and the little smoky look that I'm gonna do. And I like them on brown eyes. So I'm going to start on my eyelid here. So the key with shadows, and I talk to women all the time, is blending. I'm just bringing a little bit of brown in. So for those of you that know me, I'm slightly obsessed with J-Lo. I can't help it. I just think that she is a classic beauty with a little edge if she needs it. And she is aging beautifully, which I am definitely a fan of. I do very classic looks that the everyday person's gonna do with a little Darla style. So I like that there. And I think I would go in just in the corner with a little bit of shimmer, because a little bit of shimmer just adds so much to the look. I mean, I didn't even do anything. That was just right in the corner there. And it just adds a little pizzazz. I usually do a liquid liner. Not. I'm going to line the inside because I feel like that really gives a nice smoky look to the eye. And I like to go right underneath too. When I'm wearing contacts, it's not really bothering me at all. You just gotta make sure that you have the right pencil. It's called a Smoky Eye pen, but it's not a pen, it's a pencil. It's called Rodial, is I guess the brand. I honestly got it in an Allure beauty box. Don't get crazy with those beauty boxes because they are addicting. So I'm gonna take my little blending brush, which if you guys have one of these, and gosh, you can find them in every brand. It's not like it's some crazy special brush, but if you find one of these, they are fabulous little blending brushes that fix boo-boos. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of warmth here. This is just like a, I don't know, a peachy color that's just, yeah, I like that. So here's what's nice. If you don't like the color you started with, just start blending in some others. Sometimes you get the best eye looks on accident. So nice. I'm going to just smoke this out. So I'm just gonna put a little bit down below. I will say, you know, my eyes, this used to be, it did used to be like that. But that's okay, because I'm gonna help with my makeup to make it look like that. So we're going to go in on top. I honestly don't usually use pencil, so, and I don't like to shut my eye when I'm doing my eyeliner, because it doesn't look the same when you open it. It looks like you shut your eye and you didn't get down to the base. And I'm making that little almond shape right there. I've got great mascaras. I use Lancome. I love Hypnos Drama. I love Definicils. I love pretty much every mascara they make, and one of the key points why I put a lot of stuff under my eyes. I got all my creams, my serums, and usually I'll get a transfer with other mascaras. I'll wear other mascaras up top, but for like no raccoon, like little black things coming underneath, I gotta go with Lancome. So that's pretty much it for me. I don't do much. Classic is always a shoo-in. I mean, let's face it. We don't need to be doing cut creases and all that crazy stuff for the Emmys. We want a classic look. You know, I don't know if you guys could hear, but the man behind the camera there, he's been to the Emmys, which I'm super jealous about. I already did this little tutorial for you, but now you can see I really do it all the time because I have my little handy dandy beauty blender, my Too Faced spray. This is my, like, literally what I do every day. What I am gonna do, because I'm pretending like I am self-tanned. Oh gosh. Okay, I gotta do the other eye. I'll be right back because let me get it done really fast so I can get onto this, okay? See you in a minute. I'm wearing Teint foundation because I'm going to the Emmys. But I normally wear a hydrating foundation. You see what I'm doing? See that little dollop? I've always wanted to use that word. I mixed in some of that Benefit Do the Hula just to darken up my foundation a little bit, because I'm tan, pretending to be tan. But I would be tan if I were going to like a special event. You could probably do, Cover FX has some little drops that I think are awesome. You can drop them into foundations to change the color so you don't have to buy, because that's a headache trying to buy a new foundation every time you self-tan or every time you change a shade. Yeah, it's really nice because you just use those drops and drop it into your foundation and it changes the color for you and you can be all tan and beautiful. So I'm gonna go back in, blend all this together. Very important, we don't want to cover up our little dewy look, so I'm gonna go back in and just drop a little bit of this Wonder Spray on to do it up a little bit. I know my brows are microbladed, but again, this is a special evening. I'm gonna plop on some gel. It'll just give it that finished look. See the difference? If you guys have been to award shows, I would love to hear about it. I have been to, you know, some fashion shows, but my husband's gotten to film the Emmys 2 years in a row. Super jealous. I have not ever gone to something like that before. So not right. Like, I think I should get to go. So, brows done. Eyes are almost done. I just need to put my mascara on. I always like to prime. I am a priming believer. I like to prime for eyeshadow. I like to prime for foundation. I like to prime for mascara. So that is what I'm doing right now. I am priming my lashes. Now this, for you guys, I was trying to look in the mirror. I'll be dead honest, I use like a 10 times mirror, but I can't do it when I'm on here because it gets in the way. That is a real life maintenance of 40-plus-year-olds. I mean, it just is. I know there's some 30-year-olds and 20-year-olds that can't see too, but when you did used to be able to see and now you can't, look at that. Tell me that priming doesn't make a difference. SmashBox has, okay, so this really ages me because everything I have like has been discontinued, but this was a little palette that they had. I know it's messy, I'm sorry. I use it a lot. But they do have a trio of this one right here. I don't even know what it's called, but you get pretty much these three. They're awesome. So I'm gonna kind of contour with the dark one. And I am gonna go around my forehead because I just like that softness that it does. I do a little bit of a highlighter. Very subtle though. I'm not a big, I mean, I love it. I think it's so beautiful on a lot of people. I'm just more of the subtle type. That's all. Because I did a smoky eye, rule of thumb, smoky eye, soft lips. Soft eyes, you can do bold lips. If you do both, it's kind of overkill. I mean, I know people do it. Oh my gosh, I just got this today. I don't even know if I like it, but we're gonna try it. I'm not really loving that. Let's see what we can do. This is when you dig into the bag and you start making your own colors. Is that gonna work? So I am about a lip liner. I think they make all the difference in the world. No, no, thank you. What would you do if you just had this stuff, you're not at home, you gotta get creative. Ah. So I have this lip palette here from Anastasia that I got last Christmas. Ooh, I like this. With a black gown, pretend this is black. Okay, I'm liking it now. I love a lip brush because I'm going to make my lips a little poutier. And a brush, you can kind of go out and do that. So I am spending a lot of time on my lips because that, I like to do it one time and then I'm done. So I'm adding a little more brown because I felt like it was going too pink and my whole look is gray and brown. So I want it to be soft. I will say, majority of the time when I've gotten compliments on lipsticks, it's a mixture. Don't be afraid to get in there and make your own colors. I'm not a matte girl. So, okay, I have the eyes done. I think this is the lip color I'm gonna go with. You want color, but I was wanting more of a natural look. So what I ended up doing, I mentioned that I have this Anastasia. I bought this little lip palette. Do I use it every day? No. I don't want to be restricted. I want to be able to, if I need to mix up a color, I have it here to mix up. It is a little matte for me, so I'm going to put a little bit of this pumping gloss on, which I absolutely love. And it's fun to kiss my husband with because it has a zing. This is the Buxom, the White Russian. So my makeup look is complete. Smoky eye, super classic, really can't go wrong. I mean, in my opinion, again, this whole channel is in my opinion. It is not right or wrong, but I love a smoky look. I love it. I think it's very classic and just kind of sexy. Nice red carpet look. And yeah, it's all complete. I thought this would be kind of fun because, you know, we're all looking for that Emmy night out. Something different, something to make your significant other go, wow, you look really nice tonight. Doesn't that make you feel special? Always makes me feel special when I get to hear that. So here it is, just something a little different. Let me know if you like it. Let me know, well, you don't have to let me know if you don't like it. Just don't say anything. That's nice. But if you like it, comment below. I would love to hear anything that you guys have to say because that's how we get through life. Just live and learn. Subscribe, please. I appreciate all of you guys that have. It's very encouraging and I'm very thankful. If you haven't, press that button, subscribe, and I will have another video up for you in a few short days. Take care and see you on the red carpet. Bye.